Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Mosai, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only God's son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone, who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the octane, pushing this truth and believing this truth of the full ends of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Abba who are listening, learning, you, for sisters who are listening, learning, coming at you. With another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another day of edification, Lord, will be able to find. So I titled this lesson, you Idumeans, Dukes of Edom, are a tool for destruction. You are just a tool of destruction, a tool for destruction. Now, I'm finna go back into the lesson I was doing last night because they silenced the video after about, I think about 12, 13 minutes, maybe 15 minutes in. The rest of the video was silenced. And I was just making the points dealing with these intercontinental ballistic missiles because I pulled up the video, and as the article said, Russia S-500 air defense system poses new threat to America. So I was getting the scriptures dealing with these intercontinental ballistic missiles, and they silenced the video from I think a little bit after 13, 14 minutes. So I want to make these points. Lord wouldn't be edifying. Because I used the article, I had an article that said America has a new air defense system, and they naming it after some Vietnam veteran or some Vietnam hero. So, but this say that Russia S-500 air defense system poses new threat to America because they went from the S-500 to the S-400 to this S-500. And then as I was reading these scriptures and bringing out these articles, they silenced the video. So I want to recap on this. Now, I titled this lesson from yesterday, as you see, plowshares to swords, pruning hooks to spears. Because the Lord said in Isaiah 54:16, it reads, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. And I was making a point that Russia and America split these German scientists. These are the smiths that blow up the coals in the fire. These smiths are these German scientists, which America took half and Russia took half. And I was making a point because this article says Ukraine's new drone boats are armed with heat-seeking missiles to scare off Russia's aircraft, commander says. So Ukraine got, it's a new drone boats with heat-seeking missiles. So I was going into Joel. I was bringing out a lot of precepts last night, not realizing that the video was on silence. And the brother, the beloved brother, Bayan Yashala had said, "Ain't no sound." So this again, it's a Ukraine new drone boats is armed with heat-seeking missiles to scare off Russia's military, right? Well, the Lord said, prepare war. And I had a couple other articles. The other article I had was U.S. new air defense system. They named it after some Vietnam veteran or some Vietnam hero. Now this one say, Putin says Russia and North Korea will help each other if attacked, taking ties, what is it? Taking ties to a new level. So these nations, the Lord got them gathering together, and it's the same old two-step. Got to bring out these same old precepts. This is Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares in the swords, and your pruning hooks in the spears, let the weak say, I am strong. Now, I was making a point. I went into the word plowshares in this video, and I went into the word pruning hooks, which they both are tools used for crops, agriculture. So the Lord is saying, forget about gathering food for your people, for your country. Take that money and put it into a missile defense system, or take that money and put it into a military defense system. Plowshares and pruning hooks. Take this money and put it into a missile, a military, or arsenal, or artillery defense system, ammunition. This is what's going on. So I also read, let me get this. So the Lord is gathering these nations for World War III. And I changed the title because I was going to do a part 2. And I changed the title because the so-called white man, Esau Edom, and it's the elites, Amalek, they are the ones that's going to be, or well, they are the ones that was chosen to draw out these nations. Let me read this in Isaiah 9 in verse 5. It reads, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. What is the this? Here's the buzzword in Isaiah 9 and 5. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So I went to Revelation chapter 9 in verse 12. It reads, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Right? The this is this, Revelation 11:14. That this in Isaiah 9 and 5, this is Revelations 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So in Isaiah 9, it's talking about the third woe. Isaiah 9 and 5, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. It say, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise. and garments rolled in blood. If you ever saw the movie Troy or the movie King, which is a good movie, the movie King on Netflix, it's the same guy from the movie Doom. But you had two parties on both sides of the field, and they should charge out at each other, right? With swords, spears. They had on armor, body armor, swords, spears, shields, daggers, and they charged out at each other. This is how the ancient battles was fought. So again, it said for every battle the warrior with confused noise. You know, all the screaming, yelling, charging out at each other, and garments rolled in blood. Ancient battle is how they fought in ancient time. Like World War One was fought. But this is World War Three shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And the fuel of fire is coming from these intercontinental ballistic missiles, which Putin is a Russia S-500 air defense system poses new threat to America. Now, when you go to Revelations chapter 9 and verse 16, it reads this. This is a vision that John saw of these intercontinental ballistic missiles. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone. And this fire, jacinth and brimstone, is what the Lord used to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah and the other three cities. So what the Lord has done, when he said he created the smith that blow the coals in the fire, he gave this power to the so-called white man to take this fire and brimstone and jacinth and put it into a canister and put a head on it, which are the warheads, these intercontinental ballistic missiles. It reads, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. So if this was horses, why would John the Revelator say these heads were the heads of lions? It's talking about the warheads on the missiles. And out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. And this is how the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, he given this power to the so-called white man to take the same fire and brimstone and put it into intercontinental ballistic missiles. By these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths, which is the warheads. For their power is in their mouth, the warheads, and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents. The tails on the missiles get propelled. It said, for their tails were like unto serpents because of the smoke trail that comes from the missiles when they get shot off. And had heads, the warheads, and with them they do hurt. So here is a vision that John saw of these missiles with heads like lions and smoke trails, right? It say, and for their powers in their mouth and in their tails. See, back when Esau had these B-29s, like in the movie Wolverine, when he told the guy to get into the hole with him, and he said, man, he said, those are B-29s. They dropped the fat man and little boy from these planes. See, these are intercontinental ballistic missiles. They don't have to get dropped from planes. They get shot off. So this is why I say, Johnson, Revelation 9 and 19, for their power is in their mouth, the warheads, and in their tails, because they get propelled. But their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. So this vision that John saw in Revelations 9 of these missiles, he said, now remember, this is what he said. Revelation 9 and 16, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, right? And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jasper and of brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. So when you go to Joel, and Joel and John saw the same vision. Listen to this. This is Joel 2 and 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. And the alarm is you being warned from the men that stand in great boldness, telling you that destruction is coming to America. Babylon the Great will be destroyed. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and gloominess, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, they have not been ever the like. See, it's and a great people and a strong, they have not been ever the like. It's talking about missiles, as it said in Isaiah 9 and 5. Neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. It's talking about these warheads. A fire devoured before them. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me take this down. Let me pull out this blue letter. Bear with me here. Let's pull out the blue letter. Bear with me. Bear with me here. These devils are love playing, man. These devils are love playing, man. All right, so lucky. Make sure. See, now it's talking about connection. Hold on. All right. So let me get this. Let's go to Joel and the blue letter. Let's stop at verse 4, if I'm mistaken. Because Joel and John saw the same visions of these intercontinental ballistic missiles. Now remember, John said he saw the horses in the vision and them that sat on them, right? So this is Joel 2 and verse 3. It reads, "A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth." These missiles. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Why is it saying the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, but behind them a desolate wilderness? Because right now, let me get it. People are living in mirth. In mirth. This is Luke chapter 17 and 26. Show you why I say that. This is Luke 17 and 26. It reads, "As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded." Same thing going on now. "But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed." So, again, the same fire and brimstone the Lord used to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, Zeboam, and the other two cities, which was 5 cities in all. The Lord gave this technology to the so-called white man to take the same fire, jackson, and brimstone and put it into some canisters, I say, and put a head on them to destroy the planet, or to destroy North America, Babylon the Great, and certain parts of the world. But the point I want to make was to tell you in Joel 2, before the missiles hit, it reads Joel 2 in verse 3, "The land is as the Garden of Eden before them," which is paradise. Right now, people is living in mirth, even though this is the new normal we living in. This ain't the normal that was before 2022 or 2020, whenever the little thing hit, right, that changed the planet. It say the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Because after the missiles hit ground zero, it's gonna be destruction. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. Nothing's gonna escape the missiles, man. It tell you in 1 Peter 4 and 18 that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. That's why I say in Isaiah 24 and 15, "Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires." That's why I say in Revelations 11 and 13 that the remnant were frightened and gave glory to Yahweh Shema Shah, because they were saved scarcely through the fires. Now this is verse 4, because John and Joel saw the same vision of the missiles. This is Joel 2 and 4. "The appearance of them is as," buzzword, "as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run." John the Revelator said in John 9, "I saw the horses in the vision and them that sat on them," right? Meaning what? Horsemen. So here it is in Joel 2 and 4. "The appearance of them," the missiles, "is as the appearance of horses," the power, "and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. Listen, as a strong people set in battle array. Now remember, it said in Isaiah 9, remember what it said in Isaiah 9, right? Verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So here in Joel 2, it's being likened, the missiles are being likened to as a strong people, Joel 2 and 5, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face, the people shall be much pain. Because when the world see these missiles coming, when they see these intercontinental ballistic missiles get shot off and they see the warheads separate, again it say, before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like the men of war, and they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. When the missiles, every missile has a GPS coordinates, every one of them. So they have a destination. When they get shot off, they're going to hit their destination. Shalom to the Akim Nawa tuning in. Yahba Shema Shah Barakatum. They shall run like mighty men. It's telling you that they are like men of war. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his way. Everyone, when they get shot off, they're going to their destination. And they shall not break their ranks. If they're gonna get when they get shot off in order, they're gonna hit ground zero in order. Neither shall one thrust another. They ain't gonna crash into each other. They shall walk everyone in his path because they got a GPS coordinates. They have a ground zero to touch down on. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. This sword is talking about a defense system against these missiles. Like when Iran had fired missiles at Israel about a month or so ago, they said that none of them had got through, right? Not the one that just happened, the one about a month or so ago. Scott Riddle said some of the missiles got through. They lied. So the Iron Dome, their missile defense system, it said when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Meaning the missiles that the Lord going to have Russia and Iran and China to shoot off North Korea, because North Korea is joining the BRICS. They with Russia too. I got the article right here. It says Putin says Russia and North Korea will help each other if attacked. So it say again, and when they fall upon the sword, which is the defense system, they shall not be wounded. So these missiles, whatever they get ready to, wherever their target is, most will hit Babylon the Great America. America doesn't have a defense system to detect these missiles that the Lord is going to have these nations, the guards, starting with Russia. America won't have a defense system to detect these missiles. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. And these windows is from on high. When the missiles go up into the atmosphere and they come down, 30 minutes going up, 30 minutes coming back down. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble, which is the earth, the skies. The sun and the moon shall be dark from the mushroom cloud, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. These missiles is going to darken everything. So the same vision that John saw in Revelations 9 and 16 through 18 is the same vision that Joel saw. And I'm trying to think because I was in Joel 3 because the Lord is gathering these nations. But the fight is going to be with intercontinental ballistic missiles. And I was bringing out a few precepts in that lesson that I did yesterday. But them silencing that lesson, because I'm going to delete it after I finish this video. I'm going to delete that video because after 13, 15 minutes, it's silent. And I was bringing up the articles that Ukraine new drone boats armed with heat-seeking missiles to scare off. It's a, let me read it. Ukraine's new drone boats are armed with heat-seeking missiles to scare off Russia military, which is madness. Let me get this in Job 20. This is Job 20 and 23. It reads, when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, right? And shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Rain what? These missiles. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. What is drawn and cometh out of the body? The body is the silos. What is drawn is the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Job 20 and 25. It is drawn. It is drawn. The missile. And cometh out of the body. The silo. Yeah, the glittering sword, the intercontinental ballistic missile, out of his gall tears out upon him. Right? Now it said, the Lord shall rain upon him while he is eating. Remember in Psalms 37, it reads this. Psalm 37 and 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword. See, the same drawn, the word drawn, the Lord is going to use. What he did is say, Psalm 37 and 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to do what? To cast down the poor and needy, which are the Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Out of in the entire planet, who has upright conversation? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, and Haitian men that stand in great boldness for Yahweh Shemawashah. Verse 15, their sword. Whose sword, Lord? Their sword. What was Esau's blessing? To live by the sword, right? That's his blessing in Genesis. Was that 27? Isaac blessed Esau to live by the sword, right? Psalms 37 and 15. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Right? Now, let's get this precept. Because it said their sword shall enter into their own heart. When you go to Ezekiel 28, it reads this. Ezekiel 28 in verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel, talking to the so-called white man. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. Right? It tell you in was that Psalm 64? They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the heart and the inward thought of them is deep, right? So it said, there is no secret that they can hide from thee, because Big Brother is watching. And this is why he want everybody with the C hip, right? They got cameras everywhere. They got your phone tapped, right? You get these new TVs, they got cameras on them, man. Yep. So you get out the shower, walk around in front of you got your TV is off. But you get out the shower, you have to be walking around all through your living room in your house, in your room, butt naked. There's a camera on your TV, Jake. Yep. All these TV, these new TVs got cameras on them, man. So you being watched. So from now on, when you get your ass out the shower, don't walk in front of your TV butt naked. Put some clothes on first. They watching you. It say there is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches. That's that James 5:1. And has gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. That's that James 5. They have heaped treasure together for the last days. Listen, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic has thy increased thy riches. Revelation 18 tell you, right? Everything is here, man. The gold, the silver, the wood, right? The slaves of people, everything, traffic, everything, man. America is the ports, right? Everything goes back and forth. America is a business, is a corporation, right? It said, by thy traffic has thy increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore will I bring strangers upon thee. Who, Lord? The terrible of the nations. Who is the terrible of the nations? It'll be God, man. Okay? It'll be Russia, man. The terrible of the nations. It say, behold, therefore will I bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they, what are they going to do, Lord? And they shall draw their swords against thy beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defy thy brightness. Now, I love to make this point, right? It say, and I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their sword against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defy thy brightness. This sword that's coming from this terrible other nations is Edomites, the Russians, right? Who the sword coming out against? Edomites. Hold on. In 2nd Ezra, chapter 11, 39, it reads, art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times, might come through them. Who is the end of their times might come through them? 2nd Ezra 6:9. Esau is the end of the world, right? Hold on. When you go to Jeremiah, it said that the end of their times, who? The Edomites' times, may come through them. Who? Edomites. So the Lord going to use Edomites to destroy Edomites. The Lord is not going to use Iranians to destroy Edomites, or Indians, or Elam to destroy Edomites. No, he got to use Edomites to destroy Edomites. Listen to this. The Lord is cold, man. So this sword that's going to enter into their own heart is going to be by their brothers. Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he have taken against who, Lord? Edom, and his proposes that he have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. What? Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who is the least? Amalek. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Who is there? Surely he shall make their habitation. Who is it there? Edomites. Habitation desolate with them. Who is it them? Edomites, man. Remember what it said in Revelation? This is Revelation 13 and 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads, Germanium major, Germanium minor, Greek, Spanish, French, and the Romans, right? The 10 horns would be the EU nations. When you go look up the old economic, what it was called, EEC, European Economic Community, the old Denmark, Luxembourg, what was it, Denmark, Luxembourg, uh, the Sueves, the Visigoths. It's 10 of them. Now they expanded. It say, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, which was the Greeks. Because this beast right here that say it got 7 heads and 10 horns, it's an Edomite system. This is the Edomites. This ain't a beast of all types. This is the Edomite. This is the Edomite system. NATO, EU, and America. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, which is the Greeks, Alexander, and his feet were as the feet of a bear. This bear, which is the end of them, today this bear be Russia. When you go to Daniel 7 in verse 4, I'm gonna start it. It reads, the first is like a lion. Let's read 3. Daniel 7:3. And 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first is like a lion and had eagle's wings. This is talking about the Syrian Empire. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked off, and it was lifted up from the earth and made to stand upon the feet as a man, which is the Babylonian Empire. Nebuchadnezzar's father was a Syrian. Nebuchadnezzar was a Syrian. It reads, and it was lifted up from the earth and made to stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given unto it. This is to be the Babylonian Empire. And behold, another beast, a second like to a bear. And it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth. And they said unto it, arise, devour much flesh. Now, this beast, which is like unto a bear, right? It's talking about the Medes and the Persians, the Medo and Persian Empire. Now, when you go to Isaiah, linking this to Revelations 13, it said that the head was like a leopard, but the feet was the feet of a bear. This is Isaiah 13, linking all this together with the end of that time shall come through them. This is Revelation 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Right? These Medes today is the Russians, which is the bear. Let me get another precept here. This is Isaiah chapter 21. Listen to this. It reads, Isaiah 21 and 1. The burden of the desert of the sea, as whirlwinds in the south pass through, so it coming from the desert. From what? From a terrible land. A grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. The so-called white man, the Edomites, the Amalek, the chief house of the so-called white people. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously, and the spoiler spoileth. So the Lord said, because of this treacherous dealer that dealeth treacherously and spoileth, go up, O Elam. Who is Elam? Who is Elam? The Persians. Go up, O Elam. Besiege, O Media. All the sign thereof have I made to cease. Well, in America, Babylon the Great, therefore are my loins filled with pains. This is what Isaiah said, man, pains have taken hold of me upon me as the pains of a woman that travaileth. I was bound down at the hearing of it. I was dismayed at the seeing of it. Of what? The destruction of Babylon the Great. My heart panted. Fearfulness affrighted me. The night of my pleasure had he turned into fear upon me. Prepare the table. Watching the watchtower. This is what we're doing. One and Jake. Eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield, the covering, the protection. Anoint ourselves to be covered. He said, prepare the table. Then the Lord said, prepare a table for us in the presence of our enemies. That's what King David said in Psalm 23. Prepare the table, watch in the watchtower. Eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. So stay focused on the word. Stay watching. Eat your food, drink, but stay watching in the watchtower. For thus saith the Lord, he said, and anoint the shield, covering, protection, Lord willing. Anoint the shield, for thus hath the Lord said unto me, go, set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. What do we see, Lord? He saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, a chariot of asses, and a chariot of camels, and he hearkened diligently with much heed. And he cried, a lion, my Lord. I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I am set in my ward whole nights. And behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horses. When you read in Jeremiah, was that 59, the Lord said, assemble yourselves and come, all ye nations gather together round about. It say, and behold, here come a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen. And he answered and said, Babylon is fallen, and all the graven images of her gods have he broken unto the ground. The point I'm making in this, the Lord said, the treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. And he said, go up, O Elam, besiege, O Media. Besiege what? Babylon. Who is Elam and Media today? It's the Persians and the Russians, man. And the Lord set up Russia to be a guard to these nations. So the sword, let me get this last precept here. In Psalms 9, this is Psalms chapter 9 in verse 15. It reads, the heathen are sunk down into the pit that he made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. See, hold on. Where is it? I wanna bear with me here. Let me pull this up. Bear with me here for a minute. Let me pull this up. Psalms chapter 7, I want it. This is Psalm 7 and verse. I'm gonna start at 14, right? As a matter of fact, let's start at 11. It reads, God judges the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He have bent his bow and made it ready. He have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Who's our persecutors? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the elites. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and have conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. And to tell you in Psalms, what is that? Is that Psalm 124? Their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. I think it is. It reads, he made a pit and digged it. And what? And is fallen into the ditch which he made. Babylon is fallen, as it said in Isaiah 21. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate, and that pate is his head. There was a verse in Psalms. Let me pull it up. Bear with me. Bear with me here. See if I can get this. See if I can get this. Yep. I thought it was in the hundreds. But it's Psalms 11 and 6. Let's read this. Yep. This is Psalms 11 and 6. Upon the wicked. Remember what it said in Job. Matter of fact, let's read Job again before I get this. Fire, man. Call out y'all by Shema Shah. Let's get this in Job again. Job 20 in verse 23. It reads, when he is about to fill his belly, and that means when the so-called white man is about to establish their new world order, their one world government, just like the Babylonian Empire, Nebuchadnezzar tried to do, not Nebuchadnezzar, Nimrod tried to do, and then Antiochus Epiphanes tried to do the same thing in the Greek Empire. When he is about to fill his belly, when when they think they got everything down to the science and it's gonna be perfect, and MOTB gonna be established. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Rain what? He shall flee from the iron weapon. The elite's gonna get to escape. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. See, how was I gonna pull up on him? It tell you in Revelations 5 that in his hand was a bow. The bow of steel shall strike him through. Cause matter of fact, let me get this. I gotta go back to Psalms 11. I ain't gonna forget, Lord willing. I gotta get this. In Revelations 5, I think it is. Revelations 5. What verse is that? Maybe hold on. Maybe 6. Yep. This is Revelation 6. I want to make these points. And I saw Revelation 61. I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard it as it were the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. Now, I use this precept to link with this Job because it say the least going to get to escape the missiles, right? But it said the bow of steel shall strike them through, because Yahweh Shai is going to come personally and take them out of these bunkers with the 144,000. Again, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Now, when you go to Job 18, right, to make this point, it reads, Job 18, it say verse 13, it reads, it shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour him. The firstborn of death is Yahweh Shai, linking it to the bow of steel, shall strike him through, right? Where's the other one? Let me go up. Okay, right here. Hold on. Right here, right here, right here. Job 18:9, it reads, the jinn shall take him by the heel. The jinn shall take him by the heel. The jinn, a jinn is a trap, right? It said the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. Who is this robber? It's Yahweh Shai, man. It tell you in 1 Thessalonians 5 that Yahweh Shai is going to return like a thief in the night, as it says 2 Peter 3:10, right? It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. So going back to Job 20 about the bow of steel, he shall flee from the iron weapon. The elite's gonna get through escape, but the bow of steel shall strike him through. Now going back to Psalms 11 and 6, my last precept, I just want to make those points because it tell you Revelations 6, that in his hand was a bow, man. Yahweh Shai going to get these elites. Oh, that's in Numbers 24. It says Psalms 11:6, upon the wicked shall he rain snares, see traps, fire and brimstone, and in horrible tempests. This shall be the portion of their cup. See? So Lord was edifying. I have more precepts, but I ain't gonna. This will suffice for now. I got a lot more precepts I want to do, man. My spirit is turned up too. But let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishop and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth that the four ends of the earth, the entire world, shed light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the art walk who are listening and learning. If you sisters who are listening and learning through opportunity, and may Yahweh Shema shall continue blessing your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. And I'm going to say this. I mention this a lot. Isaac blessed Esau with the sword, right? But he never told him that he was going to die by the sword. You know, you got your father sit you down and give you all the breakdowns of whatever it is. You know, when a father teaching his son about life, right? Your father might not tell you when it's time to get some box, how you got to please a woman, what you got to be doing, how you got to do this. You know, you got to learn how to, please a woman in every way, whatever it is. Or a woman send her daughter down explaining to her, which this would happen in ancient time, but I'm talking about this time now. You got to tell your sons and your daughter, you got to give them the game of life because you can't just send them out there in the world. They'll get devoured. But Isaac never told Esau that he was going to die by that sword, man. He never told him. He said, you're going to live by this sword, right? You're going to have the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, all this. But he never told him he was going to die by that same sword, man. And guess who's going to stab him in the back, in the front, from the side? It's going to be his own brother, man. The Edomites, the terrible other nations. It's going to be the Russians, man. The Lord going to use Edomites to kill Edomites. Yep. Their own sword shall enter into their own heart, man. Hey, Isaiah from GMS Orlando Camp. Till next time I say shalom. Hey, to tuning in, the water for your precepts.